So a lot of us don't breathe correctly, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that we're going about our fast-paced, busy lifestyles and not really spending all day thinking about how we need to breathe deeply. So because we don't breathe deeply on a regular basis, most of us, our deep breathing muscle at the bottom of our rib cage, otherwise known as our diaphragm, winds up getting restricted from lack of use. So the purpose of the diaphragm is to, when we take a deep breath, is for that muscle to drop down, which creates room for the lungs to expand as we inhale and fill our lungs with air and oxygen. Now, most of us, when we breathe, since we're not breathing deep all the time and this diaphragm muscle has become inactivated, most of us, instead of allowing the diaphragm to drop down, a lot of us wind up raising our shoulders when we breathe in. So a good way to tell if you're not breathing correctly, or one way to tell, is to put your hands on your shoulders while you take a deep breath. And if you notice them shrug significantly, then that is going to tell you that you have an improper breathing pattern. Another thing that you can do is you can put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And when you take a deep breath, that lower hand should move first before the chest. If that is the case, there is a very simple exercise we can do to help reverse that breathing pattern and put us back into the proper breathing pattern. Very easy diaphragmatic breathing exercise that we can do. Only thing that you'll need is a pillow, and you can do this right on your ground at home. I would do it on the ground, not on your bed, because the bed is soft and kind of yielding to your weight, so you won't get the same lift in the chest if you're laying on your bed as opposed to the ground. So I would recommend laying on the hard ground, not in your bed when doing this exercise. Pillow is going to go a long ways, and you're going to lay with that pillow underneath your upper back and head. Arms are going to go straight out to the side, kind of crucifix position, and then from here, we're just going to take deep breaths. Ideally, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, when we do that, breathing in that position will force us to breathe with the diaphragm muscle. So it'll exercise that muscle, it'll work out any restrictions or adhesions in that muscle, and it'll get us more into the habit of breathing with that muscle and less with our shoulder muscles up here. And that exercise is going to be very helpful for a lot of people in taking tension out of their upper back and neck. When we breathe correctly, we don't build up tension here. When we breathe the wrong way using our shoulders, we build up a lot of tension in our upper back and neck. So that exercise, we want to lay on our back, arms out to the side over the pillow, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth for about 5 minutes. Very easy exercise to do. Hardest thing about it is just not falling back asleep if you're doing it in the morning when you get out of bed.